My feeling is that it can be cured. And the reason I think that is that I've talked to a number of patients that have become cured. Unfortunately, it's not very clear why. I had a graduate student who came down with this, so I had very close contact with this person. She came down with it about the same time my son did. She was willing to try to do a lot of data collection, and we did a lot of data collection on her, and she seemed very similar to my son in most aspects, and she became bedbound like my son. Um, but she was very smart and very dedicated scientist, and she wrote smartphone apps from her bed and then posted them and got money from that, and it helped support herself. But after, I didn't see her for 5 years. And then she contacted me and said, I'm over it. And of course, I didn't believe her. But I had her come into the lab and talk with her. And she had no remaining symptoms. She said she could run 10 miles almost every day and not have any bad effects of that. And I think that's a good definition of being cured. Most people would love to be able to do something like that. And that means to me that there's no permanent damage to the patients, which is surprising because some of them are so sick. So I don't think there's any sort of heavy organ involvement in this that isn't reversible. So that's why we would love to figure out how we could cure it. Now, in the meantime,
maybe you should tell what she did.
Well, Janet suggests I say, I asked her theories about what did she do. Of course, you would like to know. Was it some medicine that she took? And she said no. She said what my theory was that it's so easy to crash with this disease by overexerting yourself. And she said, I think the crashes sort of restart the disease. And if you don't crash for a long time, you may get over it. And so that's what she did. She said, she is so determined as a graduate student that I could believe she could do that. And so she said, I didn't crash for about a year. And she said, I slowly started getting out of it, and then I did get out of it. So that is a possibility, is that the crash that people often experience restarts the disease.